What do you want now?
As if the rift's not hair-raising enough? Something about those soldiers up ahead's got my spine tingling. There she is, the Providence. I'd have sacrificed pay to build a ship like that back on Triangle.
Now, a catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without. Say, you've got your alien planting corollary in my invasive species fish paste.
You're a rugged, spacefaring frontiers person type. Try it, despite the countless voices screaming in your head not to.
Oh, it's like sour milk and expired medicine. Yet despite this balefully rebarbative mouthfeel, I feel great!
Everyone knows Salubrious concoctions aren't supposed to taste good. That's how you know it's working.
Nannerfish Restorative Elixir. Additional health benefits, none of the delicious taste. New from Auntie.
Take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Sharp enough.
Are you still upright or is
Troublemaker approaching!
Soften them up! Let me know when you need a distraction. Imagine a worse fate than forever hanging between life and death.
Should be able to sort this out with the rift modulator.
Attention! This is your Auntie calling. Per our agreement, Auntie's choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way. Order forces are on a similar trajectory.
Timing couldn't be better. Not sure I trust our shield to hold against that plasma. Let's find another way around. my shower days were behind me when I left Triangle.
Enemy in evisceration range.
Looking low on ammo there, Commander. I could help you whip something up. Slow, Commander. You sure do go through ammo, don't you? Not to worry. We can always craft us more.
Medics and pharmaceutical provisions incoming. And we're right behind them with a delivery of Auntie's Choice finest supplies. Soon you'll say, that is better than nature.
Forward! Forward! Destroy these abominations! Adjusting calculations. Hold fire on our allies.
En ready. Exposure. Undermining.
Enemy back.
Guns cocked and loaded. Let's get the signal.
Forward! Forward! Destroy these abominations! Adjusting calculations. Hold fire on our allies.
Guns cocked and loaded. Let's get the signal.
Susceptible to danger. En ready. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning. En ready. Exposure. Undermining.
Looking low on ammo there, Commander. I can help you whip something up.
Be mindful of where you step. Items are everywhere.
Why did you make me do this? Why?
That sounds like... Helen? No. No, it couldn't be.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and...
Helen? Law, is that you? It's me, Niles.
Wait, Rookie? Commander? Is that you? No, this must be some kind of trick. So it is you. Thank Law. I don't understand. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like...
Law, Helen. That's...
I don't understand what's happening. Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned.
She was alive. When the rift...
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. I knew something was the matter. Tell me.
Val and I tried looking for you while the commander went on ahead, but DeVries never We barely escaped the station before she destroyed it.
So she never intended for any of us to survive. Figures. So what is it that left? Stop speaking.
It's called reconstitution. The Protectorate are trying to put the whole station back to how it was before it was destroyed. You included. But it's...
So I've come back from death to some... what? Some warped version? I assume you got a plan? To help me? You do, don't you? Boyd. This is it, ain't it? What am I supposed to do? Yeah, well, the amount of hope I got ain't worth a damn. Reckon best you can do is end this for me. So will you?
Glad we could do you this one last kindness.
Always knew I could count on you, rookie. This is the final.
Thank you for putting an end to her suffering. I know that wasn't an easy decision, but it was the right one. Thank you for putting an end to her suffering. I know that wasn't an easy decision, but it was the right one.
You're the one who forged an alliance between Auntie's Choice and the Order, ain't you? We got supplies and medical support for you up... Supplies available ahead, Commander. Consider it payment for your support.
You with Auntie?
Both clear.
We brought supplies.
You may approach,
We're here to
Commander.
help.
We've got supplies at the ready.
Initial observations, just as I predict. Any treatments or supplies you may require. Very well. You should notice in it, may the initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments.
Step up, and such a moment calls for a once-in-a-lifetime deal. Remember us.
Hello. Tell me, do you feel as terrible as you look?
step. I say usually because Auntie has declared no catch. Well, it's all a technicality.
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments.
There's the Providence. Oh, what a beauty. I mean, apart from the whole rendered in space kind of stuff. That looks inbound for the skip labs.
I see an enemy. Seems to be a clone.
How are you still upright over there?
Let's see what's in.
You sure do go through ammo, don't you? Not to worry. You can always craft us more. Is that plasma wrapped up in it? I wouldn't recommend getting close. Haven't come this far just to give up. Let's look around. Gotta be some way to deal with this.
This is scientist Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon Point.
I think these calculations may actually make sense. Or I'm completely misinterpreting them. One or the other. Looks like they were trying to use this equation to figure out how to remove the plasma that's agitating that rift. I may be able to do something with it. I mean, if you'd like me to.
Can't hear orders.
Let's get to the phone. intentions were good. And do you really see these or magnet? But who knows? This merger's already sure. This must be the Sovereign's office. Guess money and power can't buy taste. Taking credit for someone else's genius? Can't say I'm surprised. Well, ain't that convenient. First nice thing the Sovereign's done for us.
Let's plug it into the terminal at the Skip Labs and see if it's right.
My vision was starting to swim for a moment there.
Attention. Please report to intake for processing. Welcome aboard. Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Looks like the captain's just rolled in.
Patching you up like a regular duck mouth.
Ought to get us some kudos for this.
We're up. Disruptive influences.
Let's bury another agent.
Finish showing extreme prejudice to our enemies. Let us coordinate.
You ought to get the crap inside.
What remains of Horizon Point should yield much
Better
in the
get
way
a
of
move
science,
on before
once
this
the threat of the
ramshackle
rift is
sprackle of a
neutralized.
station. You should really go on ahead. We'll keep these slackwits distracted. Go seal the deal.
This unit is ready. Please make a request. Display.
Let me know when you need it.
If you experience, how might this unit bolster or reduce your current blood volume? Request receipt.
What's going on down there, Deck 01? I saw an intruder alert. This intercom is to be used for emergencies only. Now, how can I assist you, Deck 01? Again? I shall send her down right away. But this is becoming a day sick in the head. But I remind...
Tell me we're not going to just go blundering ahead. That's not the plan. Right, Commander?
Refreshment.
Soften them up!
Troublemaker approaching.
Each a vital card. Ready to waste them. On your command.
Got my lamps on an
They're obviously trying to wear us down through attrition, Commander. Must be unaware that we're happy to kill anything they throw at us.
Susceptible to
Attention. Due to the sensitive information housed on this deck, all subjects are required to keep access credentials on their person at all times.
Reckon we could look for those access credentials if you wanted to avoid a fight. Sneaking around's always an option, too. Anyway, the modulator has got to be on this deck. We should poke around, but quiet-like. See what information we can uncover.
Are you actually... Be wary. I suppose that could be you. Forgive me. I'm still a little addled from my last refreshment. I'm going to set off an alarm. You've been reviewing our experiments. If you wish to see the modulator, you'll want... Security's become awfully stringent of late. I've been trying to convince...
Return to your work, my fellow subject.
Notified that you were here. What exactly was it you needed? I'm rather short on time. Yeah, well, we all have urgent needs. And mine is to keep my lab and hopefully the rest of this system from falling apart. I need the modulate the IRC. Raw data.
So you're saying you're unable to extract the perfect essence that...
The going theory was that we could purge defects from the data, which is distressing. I've prepared a report, yes, but as I said, I fear the report won't do. It's clear you aren't bound, but here, I hope you're able to sway him. Because if you don't, the deck up.
Attention, Science Deck. Authorized visitor aboard. Do not be alarmed.
Law.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist.
Esteemed Council. After much analysis, every test of reconstitution has... The modulator is all unfortunate, and... we are now at all of our recent readings that included extensive notes and annotations appended.
We got the schematics, but it's that other information that is perplexing me. If rifts are caused by skip drives, what are they doing in deep space? We can concern ourselves with that later. First, let's find the console.
Return to your work, my fellow subject.
Your punctuality is as commendable as ever. How did you fare in securing the rift modulator? Yet one more hindrance to overcome in this endeavor. Nevertheless, I expect you to guard those plans closely. And did you find anything else of note?
Appreciate your sand. You have exactly the sort of go-getter attitude I admire.
I have run the numbers, and should you wish to negotiate with the Consul, you must be strategic. He will not react well to a direct attack on his character or methods early on. It certainly may.
I might tread a mite lightly, dear. If I know the Consul's type, and I do, his...
Not that the Consul deserves it, none. But if we can...
You should take this time to prepare. Replenish your supplies. Explore, and if there is anything more you need to say to me.
Power makes people think they're invincible. The Sovereign found out the hard way that it does not.
Don't take a seat. This will be quick. My sentinels tell me you have some interesting ideas. Oh, easy. No need to break into a sweat. Interesting ideas can be useful in the right hands. Especially now that our partnership with the Order has become... fraught. We may need our own version of their pacifying doctrine.
Oh, so I do have a germ of an idea. A less grand version of the grand plan. Instead of atoms in...
The distinguished presiding bishop herself has deigned to join us. What a charming surprise.
Don't overlook the main attraction, dear. I even wore my finest battle attire.
I might have known you'd conspire with our enemy and lead some foolhardy crusade against me.
Forming an alliance was necessary to combat the irrationality of your foolish...
I will not. I am saving this colony from itself, and ridding it entirely of traitors and trespassers. Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't... Tell me, did you manage to stop us from...
Greater Tranquility Station was a test?
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I... Very well. Once the rift destroys Arcadia, we shall edit the information stored within it and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a trap. When the Matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended. Intrepid, aren't you? Our Matriarch dissected this skip drive tech, but it was not until well after Horizon Point's it is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a... It's your time that's running out. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner, seeing it carefully. Do not presume to tell me what is or isn't the truth. I was advisor to the original Sovereign. I know the mind of a true... Yes, of course we argued over methodology. I regret that he had to make such a difficult choice. That one of the Matriarchs... You just come and go as you please, do you? But fulfilling the Architect's plan is worth the cost. Henry would agree. The people would agree. Yes, well, we also lost the support of the Order.
Reality would dispute that fact, given that it is I.
But you've been nothing but disappointment. You're so busy chasing figments of the future, you don't even know they're leading...
To a man of such expansive pride, recall, Emery, that we once worked together toward the same aims. You made us enemy.
I will not be blamed for your treacherous actions. A true Protectorate subject knows that adhering to the Sovereign's words is... The same can be said for... Once I win the war and leave those naysayers behind, harsh action will be swiftly forgotten. And once I provide for the needs of my subjects, I will have them... Indeed. That's why my strongest supporters wholeheartedly believe in. So which is it? Can my people see reason, as you so aptly put it? Or are they... So you say.
Madness is rare.
I am the chosen You must know that you have little chance of swaying me. I will not be distracted from taking what is owed to us. And what is your definition of wrong? Have you anything substantial to back such a claim? I see. Well, the Protectorate was clearly meant to harness, and now you came here claiming so boldly that I would fail and leave the traitors and invaders alive? No! Death is the only way forward. We can only be made pure from the ashes. Claim? We are losing. It is better that we perish together as proud Protectorate. Do you think I found pleasure from the... I would die to see that the Protectorate's legacy would not be tarnished. As a...
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
You're part of this end. Maybe don't want to stand there. Oh, quick!
Happy to assist in crafting more ammo, if you need.
Who needs to die?
If the readouts are to be believed, the rift is on the verge of destabilizing completely. But the rift modulator cannot be operated from this distance.
No room for error for something like that. Someone will have to be the
Though it may be troubling to you, this conclusion holds no uncertainty. Someone present must do this. This is not possible. There is no set...
The Order and I will use the schematics and the processed rift data to mass-produce modulators that are usable at a distance. These pesky rifts will soon no longer plague the colonies. If you're looking for a sap to fly that rickety rig, don't look at me. I intend... Good try. You'll need to find someone else, I'm afraid. Now, hand over those schematics.
I don't like where this is headed.
I don't see why it has to be you, dear.
The Order will continue refining the rift technology.
Knew it'd come down to us.
This is what my whole life has been leading to.
Going out doing what you love. We should all be so lucky.
I wasn't asking.
I wouldn't trust Azza with a butter knife, let alone a large-scale rift modulator. Just wish that didn't mean you had to go too.
And miss my chance to... Can you feel it, Commander? The threshold to perfection.
And so, in the end, the commanders sacrificed themselves to save the galaxy. No one knew their motives or thoughts in those final moments, though legends grew around this mythical agent of the Earth Directorate all the same. Asa happily joined the commander on his final voyage, an enthusiastic partner in sacrifice, and thus she finally found a peaceful, poetic death within the raging chaos at the center of her turbulent life. Thanks to the commander's quick thinking in sparing it from the Vox station's fiery crash, Paradise Island's Fairfield remained a profitable company town for Auntie's Choice. Acquisitions Officer Carr enjoyed the perks and power that came with promotion for her asset-winning techniques on Paradise Island. Her rival, D.B. Milverstreet, meanwhile, seethed as he pushed cold morsels of borschtloaf around the plate of his microwave dinner. Vigilant Hogarth was declared a traitor to the Protectorate, along with most other Westport townsfolk. They were judged according to the paradigm, then sentenced to be executed until dead, forever tied to the city they could not protect. Auntie's Choice assumed control over the day-to-day workings of Matriarch's Mercy, the better to monitor their new colleagues in the Order. The monastery, however, returned to normal operation, tracking the clockwork of the grand plan. The monastery's abbot became a scapegoat for recent tragic events, having not detected Wiley's dastardly schemes. His superiors demoted him, mainly to show their corporatist allies that academics could keep their people in line too. Seer Wiley fled the Order and sought refuge in a backwater Arcadian town to contemplate his failings. As word of the ex-seer's arrival spread, people lined up for predictions. Forsaking the math that failed him, he offered obvious yet effective advice instead. After defending Fort Endurance against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6. Having died at the peace talks, Augustine DeVries' treachery was never known to the Earth Directorate. She is forever remembered as the star agent who tragically went missing during her mission. Val continued to serve the Earth Directorate faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Agent Niles Ibarra achieved the rank of commander, earning renown as a formidable agent, unafraid to challenge the status quo within the Earth Directorate. He recruited his friend Zebulon Tran to the Earth Directorate, a gesture of gratitude for not airing the Directorate's dirty laundry. Together, they vowed to reform the agency from within, so it might never again bargain with authoritarian governments. Ultimately, Niles rose to the position of Secretary General. His term saw the Earth Directorate at its most popular, or, in the eyes of corporations and tyrannical governments, most feared. Inez's convincing appeals to the press earned her clout in reforming Auntie's Choice's cruel grafting program. Yet it was a constant struggle, rife with red tape and pushback from program executives. This was Inez's new battle, one she would fight for the rest of her life. Tristan continued to doggedly uphold Protectorate values. With Virgil dead, no one could oppose Tristan for the rank of Supreme Arbiter. Tristan used his new role to punish even the smallest infractions harshly. He eventually became a widely feared figure within his own society. After thoughtful cogitation and calculation, Marisol slowly began to reject violence as the sole method for eliminating random variables. Not coincidentally, her social calendar began filling up. With the modulator schematics shared as joint intellectual property, Auntie's Choice and the Order's partnership remained steady, despite the need for constant compromise. For a time, the Arcadia colony thrived. Auntie Cleo went through the motions of accommodating the Order, yet privately aspired to keep free trade anything but free. She began a new initiative. Any corporation or government that refused her trade conditions was promptly dealt with, either via takeover or strategic use of rifts. Ruth Bassar proceeded to interface with the archive, an agonizing process that clawed away her lifespan. The archive computed that she was mistaken to compromise with the corporatists. To advance the plan, she needed to destroy them from within. So she proceeded to do just that. She had only been using the corporation for its logistical infrastructure. Auntie herself and at least some of her top executives needed to cease existing in Arcadia, either via assassination or skip-drive-assisted exile. Bassar stripped the power from the corporatists in subtle ways, until it was too late for them to stop her. Yet it remained unclear how long the Order could sustain its dominance once Ruth Bassar passed on to become one with the equation. Adrift without firm leadership, Protectorate subjects struggled with post-war life. A small band of hardliners collaborated to preserve their society in the face of Arcadia's new leadership. When Sovereign Varric was discovered in mental refreshment, the Order and Auntie's Choice bickered over what to do with him. They ultimately decided to announce his death, while letting him live the rest of his addled days behind closed doors aboard the undisputed claim. Until one day, Amos stumbled upon the Sovereign's private quarters and freed him, rocking the colony with a brief scandal. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. Unable to die in their sacred rift after it was closed, the Glorious Dawn heeded a new calling, seeking the modulators needed to create new rifts, so that they could die in those instead. The dangerous experimental research of Marisol's contact from Point Obviation lived on, with a Seer predicted 11.9% probability of yielding a universe-ending catastrophe. Meanwhile, an entrepreneurial work group of chemistricians unveiled a new flavor of Purple Berry Crunch. The release of the skip drive schematics to the public domain resulted in new and exciting opportunities for independent manufacturers. However, unchecked use of the drives would ultimately lead to an even greater proliferation of rifts, once again imperiling the galaxy. Fortunately, the Order stepped in. Leveraging their partnership with Auntie's Choice, the Order sold rift modulators to all skip drive manufacturers for a modest price, thus preventing another outbreak of rifts, while Auntie's Choice made a tidy profit. The rifts across Arcadia and beyond were soon closed. Trade quickly resumed, with Auntie's Choice handling logistics. Yet, more than just goods and resources traveled the re-established trade routes. The Order's version of scientism spread as well. Many colonies stabilized, many thrived, and some even rose to an Arcadian level of prosperity. But there are still some that have never been heard from. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, an arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
Congrats on reaching the ending. Well, an ending. Plenty more where that came from. How about another go? Additional playthroughs don't cost nothing. Yet.